Leon Rose is always up to something, and his master plan, it just got revealed. We're going to break that down on today's show, but first, make sure you are subscribed to the channel. A new month means a new subscriber battle, and the host of Boston Celtics Today, Tyler Smith, he has challenged the Knicks Now Real Ones to a subscriber battle. So if you're not subscribed and you want free videos every day on the Knicks and you hate the Celtics, hit that sub button right now. You're watching Knicks Now by Chat Sports. I am your host, Marshall Green, and here we go. Leon Rose has been closely watching the Giannis Antetokounmpo saga that is unfolding with the Milwaukee Bucks, and it sounds like he wants Giannis in New York. This comes just a day after Shams Charania had a major report on Giannis. And here we go. Maybe things are officially heating up. James L. Edwards III from The Athletic, a Knicks beat reporter, put this out today. I'll put the link to his article in the description and comments of this video. James said, "It is under my understanding that Leon Rose and company have been monitoring the Giannis Antetokounmpo situation in Milwaukee very closely, even before the offseason started. Many around the league believe the Knicks are interested in star hunting, and while that opportunity hasn't popped up yet, I certainly believe it's in the cards if the right situation presents itself." And here we go. This is the time of year that Leon Rose gets active, dating all the way back to the Donovan Mitchell, R.J. Barrett situation. Or last year when he traded for Karl Anthony Towns right before training camp kicked off. This is when Leon Rose gets back from vacation and he starts to orchestrate his master plan. We all kind of thought when Mikal Bridges put pen to paper to sign that 4-year, $150 million, or I think it was 4 years, $150 million contract extension, that would be the end of the Giannis trade rumors, especially this year, because with Bridges signing that extension, the Knicks are unable to trade him for 6 months. But the timing of the Bridges extension is a Leon Rose masterclass. Edwards writing this: "The fact that Bridges signed before August 6th makes him eligible to be traded if the Knicks choose to do that before the NBA trade deadline. I don't believe the New York Knicks did this because it is without a doubt trading Bridges. I believe Leon Rose and company did this to give themselves some flexibility in the event something like Giannis wanting out becomes a possibility." One step ahead, Leon. That's what I'm calling him from now on. I've said it 1,000 times on this show. I believe the New York Knicks front office is the most forward-thinking organization in all of sports. You can go back to the Jalen Brunson signing. That was thought of months, maybe even years before it happened. And then they knew they were going after Josh Hart. Then they knew they were going after OG Anunoby. We knew they were going after Mikal Bridges. And then we always knew that Karl Anthony Towns was going to be the final piece. And now it's Giannis. And it's clear that the Knicks want him on this team, and they want to form a duo of Jalen Brunson and the Greek Freak. The timing of all of this is interesting. This report from James L. Edwards comes just one day after a major Shams Charania update where he said Giannis has not said he wants to stay with the Bucks and that Giannis is still trying to win a championship this year. And he is unsure if that is able to happen in Milwaukee. We did a video on that yesterday. That's why you subscribe. Go check it out after we finish this video. But I want to just reread the quotes that Shams said on ESPN. Quote, "Sources tell me there's still nothing set in stone about whether Giannis will stay in Milwaukee or whether he will be leaving. There's been some very real conversations over the last week or so. The constant question that Giannis has thought is, quote, can I win a championship with this roster? Is this roster going to be one for this upcoming year and 2026, 2027? He's asking that question over and over and over again. And when you have to ask the question over and over and over again, and you're asking it because you don't like the answer, that kind of tells you what it is. Because this Milwaukee Bucks team ain't winning a chip, and ain't winning a chip anytime soon. Shams also said there are multiple teams waiting in the wings. Now, who could that be? I find it interesting that Shams said this, and then 24 hours later, we hear what we just read about Leon waiting in the wings for Giannis. I'm not trying to connect dots. I'm just giving you guys the information. And I think we all know what the Knicks want. If you want the same thing, if you want Giannis in MSG wearing orange and blue, hit that thumbs up icon. At the end of the day, no matter how bad Leon Rose wants Giannis to be here, it's on Giannis. It's on number 34. He's got to make the decision. When he lets the Milwaukee Bucks know that, I don't think we can win a championship this year. And I don't think we're close to winning a championship. And I want to win a championship. He's going to ask out. And when he asks out, the Knicks want to be ready. And they have to be ready. And they're trying to walk that tightrope of, we don't want to frustrate Mikal Bridges. We like Mikal Bridges, and we want to keep him on this team, but we also still want to have all of our cards to play if Giannis asks out. So how do they do that? They sign him before August 6th, which would be 6 months before February 6th, which is the NBA trade deadline. So what did they do? They sign him on August 1st or whatever it was, or July 30th, whatever it was, and he is now trade eligible for a couple of days before that trade deadline comes and goes. At the end of the day, the Knicks can make a competitive offer. Will it be the best offer in the NBA? No, because at this moment, they have just one tradable first-round pick. But if it was to happen next offseason, they would have multiple tradable first-round picks. But they can not only match the salary of $54.1 million of Giannis, they could send some good players back. Maybe it is Karl Anthony Towns, and you throw in a Tyler Kolek and a first-round pick and a bunch of pick swaps and a bunch of second-round picks. Maybe it's an OG Anunoby who makes $39.5 million. Still got to get $14 million higher, and there's Mitchell Robinson making $13 million. Maybe it's a trade package of OG Mitch McBride and first-round pick swaps, and every second-round pick you have to your name. Maybe it's an OG Anunoby and a Josh Hart. I don't know. The Knicks can make a competitive offer, but they're also going to need some help. And I'll tell you what that is. But first, this guy is a Knick. He needs to face this organization. Show him some love. Get his jersey today. Chatsports.com/Brunson sale. Chatsports.com/Brunson sale. Get your Jalen Brunson jersey before it is no longer on sale. Well, I do think the Knicks can make a competitive offer. And if we're strictly talking player for player, a trade that involves OG Anunoby and Mitchell Robinson is solid. Is it something I would trade Giannis for? Probably not. So the Knicks are going to not only need Giannis to ask out, but Giannis to tell the Bucks that I don't want to play here and I only want to play for the New York Knicks. And this is not something that's unrealistic. We have seen time and time again in situation after situation where a star player requests a trade and they present the organization with a list of teams. We saw Anthony Davis do it. We've seen Kyrie Irving doing it. We've seen James Harden do it. We've seen all of the stars do it that ask for a trade. And the Knicks will need Giannis to want to be a Knick. And we've heard him flirt with the idea. He did that podcast with I Show Speed where he said, a lot of people have tried to convince me to go play there. Wonder who those people are. How are they trying to convince you? That's tampering. Maybe Leon Rose has sent his disciples to Milwaukee to try to convince Giannis. Question is, Giannis, only you can answer this. Who and what do you want to be at this point? Do you want to retire a one-time champion only playing with the Milwaukee Bucks? Fine. If you do, stay put and have fun playing next to Kevin Porter Jr., Gary Trent Jr., Kyle Kuzma, Miles Turner, Andre Jackson, Gary Harris, AJ Green. That's a football player. Chris Livingston, producer Tyler Smith, Taurean Prince, Bobby Portis, and Jericho Sims. If you just want to be a Buck legend and win one championship and retire a Buck, once a Buck, always a Buck, and only a Buck, if you want that, go ahead. You want to win a championship? You want to win more championships? You want to be the king in New York? You want to try to be a top 5, top 10, top 15 player of all time? Come on down. Come on. Come put on that orange and blue. Come be a Knick. Come play in the world's most famous arena, the biggest media market in the world, and come team up with Jalen Brunson and win a ring or 2 or 3. 1 ring with the New York Knicks for Giannis would give him 2 MVPs, 2 finals, probably a finals MVP, another one, that's 2. All the All-NBAs he's got. I think he's a Defensive Player of the Year winner as well. That's a top 5 player ever. And that's only 1 ring with the Knicks. And I have a feeling if these 2 guys team up at the age that they're at, they're going to be competing for a while. So what do you want? I mean, an all-time great in the NBA? Or do you want to be an all-time great Milwaukee Buck? You're great. You're not great enough to win with that team. Nobody is. And the East is wide open right now. I wish the Knicks could make a trade for him right now. I don't know how you'd get that done. If you want to wait till the trade deadline, then you can offer in Mikal Bridges, and that probably gives you a sweeter package in the eyes of Milwaukee. But there is no Boston Celtics in your way right now. There are no Indiana Pacers in your way right now. Giannis and Brunson, they're beating the Cavs. They're beating the Magic. They're beating the Hawks. They're beating any team in the NBA, even the Oklahoma City Thunder. So it's on you, Giannis. You want to come win? Or you want to go back to the lottery and lose in the first round with that team? It's on you. We want you here. Leon Rose clearly wants you here. And I hope it happens. Make sure you are following me on social media. We'll see you later.